my mouth just tastes like dinner.
Roast beef?
Fish.
Oh.
No, I made Chinese food.
Chinese food?
Yeah, I made sesame pork chicken.
Jenny's food. You said you made Jenny's food?
Chinese food?
Oh, Chinese food.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is Jenny's food?
In honor of Brandon Lee.
Should have been Japanese food, though.
Isn't he supposed to be Chinese?
In what?
I don't know.
O'Hara?
In real life.
Well, he is
half Chinese.
A majority of the movies he's in, well, not a majority, but a lot of them, he's Japanese.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jules.
And we doing filmographies. Today we're talking about the 10th Brandon Lee movie, Sex, Lies, and Video Vault. This is a Sex Logner Video Vault.
Who the hell knows?
Sex Logner och Video Vault.
It's a wild production, I tell you that much. This is his 10th?
10th credit.
Wow.
We got everything.
Yeah. Although I still doubt the authenticity of the Zeus, the crime killer cameo.
Yeah, for sure. But we watched it.
We watched it for sure. And he could have very well been in there.
And it was worth it. I'm glad we watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so bad, but I'm surprised that one doesn't have more presence, availability.
I'll make yet another suggestion to how did this get made that they'll never respond to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. Guys,
is.
It's there on YouTube.
It feels like a best of the worst just waiting to happen.
Maybe I should let Quentin Tarantino know and they can do it for video archives.
I had a brief thought while we were in LA to go to his theater.
Oh, the New Beverly?
The one that's
always on film.
Mm-hmm. But I was like, I don't want to watch any of these movies. I don't know what this shit is.
Oh, man. Well, if you listen to the Video Archives podcast, you'd be like, oh, fuck, they got that one.
I don't know what the hell this is. Well,
do you remember what they were?
I don't. One had a picture of maybe a guy on it.
Oh, yeah, Guy, the movie. That's rated PG.
It is.
You guys could have both gone to that, no problem.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't really feel like driving halfway across town and trying to park. It's fine during the day, but once the sun goes down, it's like everybody's out.
Everybody?
Parking is just like, this is terrible.
Oh, okay. I gotta get some alcohol in me.
Do it. Shot, gun, shot, gun, shot, gun.
Do you want to do shots?
Sure.
Is it too soon?
Hey, it's never too soon.
All right, throw me a rando.
Boy, I don't want to screw you, but here we go. Oh, nice.
Ooh, fire. Kentucky Fire.
Apple.
All right.
Kind of my favorite.
Mine's cinnamon? Is that what that means?
I don't think so.
Oh, shit. What?
I think it's just like... Isn't that what we determined last time? Kentucky straight bourbon. Oh, no, it is infused with cinnamon liqueur. One of these we had... Red Stag.
Oh, that was just whiskey, right?
I think it was cherry, actually, now that I think about it, but it's not good, whatever it was. Salud.
Salud. Think about wonderful eyes.
Mm-hmm. You love me.
Shit.
Good Lord. Why is this all of a sudden super quiet?
Yeah, I'd probably feel really bad.
Why don't you talk for me?
Fucking goddamn, my head is big.
Okay. So when I talk, I mean, it looks all right, I guess. I think I just have to stop being in the relaxed mode and really go into my upper register.
Oh, please don't be this guy. What is this? I don't want to hang out with this guy.
No, this is how the podcast goes.
Fuck. Okay, so this shitty movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what the foreign name is, but yes, it is Sex, Lies, and Video Violence.
I think it's Sex Log. Fuck.
Sex Logner och Video Vault.
I knew at one point. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't it, though, now that you're harping on about it?
I mean, I had looked for it a million times under both titles trying to find a copy.
Oh. Yeah, you probably did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Video cuddling. Violence. Conference. Violence. God, college? This is really starting to wear thin.
So I shouldn't call this a shitty movie. We don't know. We didn't get to watch it.
No.
I Instagrammed the creator of it twice. No response whatsoever. That's fine. Why should he get back to me? Why is this not on eBay? Why is it not streaming? One person was like, oh, I saw that on Cinemageddon.
So
let me see if I can look into that. And then they never got back to me. And I can't join Cinemageddon. It's invite only. And I think the invites are closed. Although I was invited. I was part of it. Maybe 2010 and I didn't. Oh, maybe that's my spleen I'm thinking of. Anyways.
I don't.
What's
I don't
in my
speak
mouth?
Swedish.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what circles and dots are for. Okay. 6. Logna and Videovold.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's Swedish. Its release date was 2000, but it was filmed between like 93 and 95.
Right. What was the holdup? It was just rights over various characters? Aren't like the Ninja Turtles are in it? Like there's a bunch of high profile violent characters in it, right? It's some sort of weird satire.
Yeah, okay. So for one, Brandon Lee was over there doing a press junket for Rapid Fire. And the guy who made the movie, he was also, I don't know, something.
He was the talk show host.
There you go. And he was like, hey, you want to do this cameo? And Brandon Lee was like, okay. So they filmed it outside the hottest club in Sweden at the time, or wherever they filmed it. Sweden? I don't know. And God bless whoever had the foresight to put this online. I mean, I would have preferred the entire movie.
We would have sat through the whole thing. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready. It's 100 minutes. Is it 100 minutes?
Yeah, it is 108 minutes. Or, I'm sorry, 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Okay, I knew it was really short. 100 minutes didn't sound right.
No, it's like what?
1 hour, 8 minutes.
68 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. So they filmed it. And, the clip on YouTube is about 35 seconds long, but the actual scene is about 7 to 10. It's really short. The rest of it's just text set up and then memorial stuff at the end.
We'll play it here.
Have you seen a German terrorist pass by here? It's a guy, he's about like this. He's got a gun? I just saw the guy. He's like over there. Over there? I just went that way. I swear to God, man. He's got a fucking gun. He just went that way. Honest. Ready, go.
There you go. That was the clip.
Yeah, and
do you want me to do the synopses?
yeah, you better. You better.
Sex, lies, and video violence. A guy in line outside a club, Brandon Lee, gets asked by another guy if he saw a third guy, possibly of Germanic heritage, who may be running amok with a gun. Also, there may be somebody wearing a replica RoboCop 2 suit. There probably is, because I think that was the whole thing.
That was the whole thing. The idea for the film, Richard Holm, the director, was worked in the marketing department of the Swedish film industry, SF, as they call it. He got a RoboCop suit as a promotion for RoboCop 2. And he had apparently just finished The Resurrection of Michael Myers Part 2. So I guess he does like knockoff movies. I'm assuming it's like Halloween, Mike Myers. And he thought, well, okay, we got the suit. We should probably use this in a movie. And 10 years later, the film was finished.
I still can't believe that you can't just fucking find it.
No.
Is it a rights issue, you think? There should be copies floating around, somebody selling used ones.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say like how much of a movie it was.
Yeah, with its shortness.
Well, and also it strikes me as like an Arena Brains.
Yeah.
It's not in theaters. It's probably on reel and maybe VHS or something. So I bet it was either a rights issue or he just was like doing life stuff and was like, I'll finish this later, like Ben.
Yeah. Yeah.
And eventually a couple years later, somebody's like, hey, whatever happened to that movie you were doing? Oh, shit.
I'm going to reshoot it. I got a small change.
I needed 3 seconds of dialogue. I got it now. Here it is.
So what do we think about the scene? It's terrible.
It's pretty terrible. It's nice to see him.
Yeah.
It would have been nicer if this were maybe an American film that also had issues, but then eventually came out 10 years later, so you could, appreciate it on more of a grander scale or a more easily accessible scale, I guess. But so you see what I mean, though, when he's doing the hand gesture?
Not really. You said there's something wrong with his pinky? Yeah, but isn't that just like he's doing horrible gestures?
I couldn't tell if he was doing because you do this for a gun.
Yeah.
So, I work with a guy. He can't close his pinky.
Oh, you think so? You think he's just got that stuck finger?
Might be. Denzel Washington's got his fucked up finger.
Does he? What's wrong with his finger?
Oh, dude, Google Denzel Washington hand.
I'm going to do it right now.
Because, like Jean-Claude's got that bump on his head.
No.
You don't know about the Jean-Claude bump?
No.
On his forehead. He's got a really big knot. Yeah, you're going to have to Google that right after this. You see it? His pinky?
So, are people making a joke when they show this? Oh, yeah. What? It's like
cockeyed.
Yeah, what happened to it?
Oh, I don't know. Probably some sort of a...
Is this real, though? Where he's... Look at this picture. Is that real?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I don't know. I've heard he's got
what the fuck is with that finger? That looks like somebody photoshopped that. That can't be real.
I mean, if it isn't, good on them.
He calls it a magic finger.
Because they fooled me. I think maybe it just sort of like...
oh, he broke it in the childhood basketball game and it never reset properly.
Yeah, I think it probably just pops out or slips out.
45 degrees outward from the other fingers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, here he is on Graham Norton doing a magic finger thing. Now, so he's got that, right? So Jean-Claude, on his left forehead, he's got a pretty big, like, $50 size, boom, bump on his head.
Wasn't that Logan Marshall Green have that too? Is that his name from Upgrade?
I don't know.
Okay.
For the most part, they managed to hide it.
Yeah.
You know,
I never noticed Denzel's crazy finger.
It's like Tom Cruise's tooth. You know, his tooth is like offset.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah. But so he's doing this like love Shaka brother kind of finger gesture, and
he's real like yeah. Well, I guess
the guy with the gun. Yeah, I mean they've heard it, you know, so they know. But
it's just somebody who didn't really get any direction, who's doing a cameo in a bad movie, doesn't have time to think it over. He's just like, yeah, what's up? I saw a guy.
I will say this, though. It suggests to me that if he had lived and continued a career in films and been successful, he might have been one of those dudes who does these really wacky cameos.
Like just because people ask him?
Yeah. Or just... for, you know, like all of a sudden Brad Pitt shows up. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's in here, you know, as Brad Pitt. Right?
Uh-huh.
Or I think Matthew McConaughey, Justin Long played Matthew McConaughey as a cameo, I think, in a movie. Yeah. Look it up.
Okay.
Just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Guys just popping in. He'd be on SNL. You'd be like, whoa, it's Brandon Lee. And he'd kick somebody.
He'd be pretty old by now, isn't he? Would he be like 60 or something?
59.
He's about 10 years older than us, I think.
20.
20? When was he born? In the 60s?
I mean, he was 28 when The Crow came out. How old were you?
28?
You were 28?
No,
20.
no.
Oh, I guess 28 when he was filming it. So 20, he would have been 29.
Yeah. He was born in 65.
So almost 60?
Yeah. That's about
58?
right. Yeah.
59. What the fuck?
Does this guy keep popping up for you?
Yeah, who's that guy?
I have no idea. I'm like, is he playing Brandon Lee in a Brandon Lee movie?
Well, I mean, his name must be Brandon. No, it doesn't really mean that. Google. So, yeah, we got nothing to go on for this movie. The other person in the scene's much worse than him, the lead of the movie.
Yeah.
When they do that cut to him and there's like the weird blackness behind him, like they filmed it somewhere else.
And once I saw that there was a RoboCop suit in here, I was like, what is this? Now I gotta see this. Is it like lampooning Sex, Lies, and Videotape?
No.
But with RoboCop and...
See, once I heard like the Ninja Turtles were in it too, I was like, well, this sounds weird. I would check it out.
Yeah.
And then I can't find it.
It just...
There we go, because I left that room open, so...
Yeah, they won't hear it.
No.
Unless I add it.
What do
The one
you...
I added wasn't this song. Last time.
So we're going to wrap up our thoughts on Brandon Lee.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
I don't think he was a great actor. I think he was incredibly charismatic. And if the acting would have caught up to him, you know, like a George Clooney type, not to say that he was terrible when he was young, but he was just young.
I mean, yeah, he didn't get the right projects at all.
Yes.
Like, he wanted to do a variety of things, right? Mm-hmm. Like, he wanted to do a comedy, a drama, an action movie. And he just gets shitty action movies to be in.
I could see him wanting to do like a Buster Keaton movie or something. But it's the 90s and the 80s. And he's Bruce Lee's kid, you know, and there's a real risk of being pigeonholed there. Especially because he was really handsome. And he had a great voice. And he was magnetic. He would have wiped the floor with a Jean-Claude Van Damme career.
You don't think he's that great?
I don't think he's great here. But I think some of that's the material.
Oh, yeah, specifically in this, it's awful.
But yeah.
He's bad. He's real bad. But like,
Yeah.
I totally get what's happening here. He's just doing a cameo.
Well, in the earlier stuff, like the Kung Fu stuff, that's all like television, which back then was all about like projection. Like, there was no nuance.
Honestly, I think he's pretty good in that Kung Fu the movie. I mean,
fine.
looking back on these things, well, I mean, for what it was, he's playing a character. He's doing that character pretty well. I mean,
Sure.
he's spitting in fucking Kane's face. He did that real nice.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot more heavy-handed direction. Like, no, you have to be sad.
Oh, sure.
You have to be angry. Like in O'Hara, when he's yelling at his dad, it's all like quivering bottom lip, Jack mode, and it's a little over the top. But like Laser Mission, like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Just give the guy some room to boogie, and he's bebopping and scatting all over the place,
I think it's fascinating. I think that he was good for the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that watching fucking Showdown in Little Tokyo or Laser Mission back then, any of these, you'd be, oh, yeah. Even The Crow, you're like, yeah, man, he's great in The Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Rapid Fire, you're like, yeah, it's an action movie. It's pretty good. Now, 30 years later, you're like, well, these movies are not good. We're far removed from the tone of the 80s and all these fucking boring action movies and terrible actors. I think he's good enough. I think he's charming enough. I see what you're saying. I don't think he was...
He was refreshing. You look at like a Steven Seagal in the earlier days. I mean, the guy couldn't really act.
Yeah, there wasn't charisma.
And even watching him do martial arts.
Yeah, why did we like it? I guess it was the face and the fact that he really fucked people up.
So here's this fresh young face. He's capable not only of the martial arts and the choreography and the stunts, but he looks good and he talks. He's got a good voice. He's got a real jaw voice, It's like he's always kind of gritting his jaw, but he's emoting too. He's doing like a Clint, but it's very otherworldly as well. And there you go, man.
Yeah, he just got fucked by dying.
Yeah.
He got fucked by death. He didn't get to leave behind a great filmography.
Yeah.
You gave him 10 more years, it might have been really interesting.
That's the thing. He really did get robbed.
Yeah. Like he did shitty TV things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he did 2 foreign movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back in for Showdown in Little Tokyo. And people are like, oh, yeah, he's pretty good, this new guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they give him Rapid Fire, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And then The Crow.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's dead.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Yeah, he just didn't have a chance. I'm sorry, Brandon. Yeah, you weren't great in some of the movies. Jules said you got the charisma, good-looking guy. We're excited by you. Crow still rocks. You got a couple clunky moments, but Crow still rocks.
Yeah, if he was alive, he'd be in John Wick 4. John
Oh,
Wick
for
5.
sure. Yeah.
Big time.
Big time. That's it?
That's it. We did it.
All right. Well, you want to tell them the fucking horrible news?
Oh, yeah. We're going to watch all 3 of the Crow sequels
Yeah.
as well to kind of really put a bow on this.
Let me tell you.
I've already seen them.
Yeah. I saw 2, but I couldn't remember anything of it. I was really excited by this idea. You'll find out how I feel next week when we talk about The Crow, City of Angels.
Yeah.
The Crow, City of Angels. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, YouTube. We Doing Filmographies. Mm-hmm. You can Gmail us.
Yep.
We Doing Filmographies at gmail.com.
You can call us at...
I'll bring it up. Just a little drunk kid on Instagram.
Yeah.
Give us a call at 763-634-1897. That's 763-634-1897.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to rate, review, subscribe?
It'd be nice of you.
Do you want to tell your friends?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, we don't need a big audience.
No.
We need more than we got.
Yeah.
You heard what I said earlier about seven downloads on the most recent episode.
Yeah.
Now, that's in the past. You're hearing this in the future.
So, right, by now we might be,
14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong number.
I've been Jason.
I've been Jules.
We did Filmographies.
We did Brandon Lee, everybody.
Did you? Oh, his sister was his assistant.
Oh.
Yeah.
His wife was, or his fiance.
Right. He moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
And he was
Do you have
reading
any life
scripts.
Stuff for us?
Yeah. He was reading scripts, working for the studio. And he hired his sister to be his assistant because she just finished off at music college.
Okay.
And it was their chance to be together after several years apart.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that was wonderful.
Oh.
And that was, I think, during the Showdown in Little Tokyo area.
Yeah.
And yes, he was offered Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, and he was like, nah, man.
Oh, that's...
Could have saved his life, maybe.
Could have, but boy, that's a faux pas right there.
How many pounds did I say he lost? 14?
14 or 16.
Yeah.
16.
For the Crow.
Yeah. I said 40.
Yep. Sounded like too much, guys.
Pretty drastic.
He removed arms.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, we talked about his early high school days, I think, already. In a previous episode.
I think, so basically this entire book that I read, which is extremely slight, it's basically like you went and watched all these videos and wrote down notes that he said in his interviews.
Yeah.
And then purchased the rights to 4 photographs.
Oh.
And then made the book.
Cool.
They died too young. Brandon Lee.
It's a series, though, right?
Yeah, it's like there's like
River
nothing
Phoenix
to it.
Probably is.
Yeah, he is actually one of them. Yes, correct. I really thought there'd be some insight.
Yeah.
No,
No.
not at all. God. No thoughts on like how things were going.
Yeah.
What his like young man life was like. No.
Jeez.
He was upset that Kane in Kung Fu had never been played by a Chinese person.
Yeah.
Last night after O'Hara ended, a hard copy kicked on that aired right after he died. Did you see that too with David Carradine? They talked to David Carradine.
Oh, God.
Brandon Lee's friend.
That...
Isn't that upsetting?
You get a lot of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was in one scene in this movie. We just became the best of friends.
Too bad he didn't get into a closet right before that interview was done, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a terrible thing to say.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Yeah. I'm using my kung fu powers to disorient and kill him.
Okay.
In the past.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So see you later.
Yeah.